So there are a couple of things I would like you to prepare before you start it. Some softer, bigger size brushes, rounded shape I would prefer. So I'm gonna use this too. A lot of water to clean brushes, palette, of course, mixing colors. I'm gonna use for beginning cobalt blue. You probably will need to use some paper towels to clean brush or make brush dry. And before I started, I already created like kind of grid for these three pieces to start with. I'm starting to work with a flat wash, and I would recommend to start with some very, very light color because that would be the easiest. And for this reason, first I'm mixing that cobalt blue that I have with some amount of water. So basically dissolving. I don't think I want it so bright. I'm not gonna use it all. And in purpose, I keep here my palette so you could see the amount of water and kind of amount of paint that I'm going to use. And as the first step, I always recommend to prepare paint before you start. For the next step, you need some bigger size brush just to cover the surface. And I'm gonna start just with the, let's say, half of the upper part. Just make sure that it's all wet, and tilting the paper will help you to avoid having too much water. And the trick is that it just should be evenly covered with the water. I still think that it's easiest if you start to work with bigger size brush, and because I covered the surface with the water, it's already wet, and then the paint I'm gonna use now, it's gonna be even a little bit lighter once it gets dry because it's mixing with that water that we already have on the surface of the paper. You could see how it's much easier to work with the big size brush because while you're covering, it's basically the whole surface covered quite quickly, paint moving a little bit lower. And what I need to do now, just to remove that excess of the paint and water that I have at the bottom. Again, I'm not aiming to cover the whole piece. And for some time, I'm gonna keep my paper a little bit tilted till I move for the next part of the square. I need to wait while my light blue will get dry. While I'm waiting till my paper will get dry, I'm going to prepare two next colors that I'm going to use is Prussian blue and cobalt green. And for the next step, I will also use sepia, so I will add just some small amount here. And as the next step, I'm gonna create gradient using two colors. And I'm still gonna make it quite transparent for the lighter color and a little bit more intense for the darker blue. So you could see how intense color already here on the palette. And I'm not gonna make it more transparent. Now my flat wash got dry and you could see it's even and beautiful. And I would love you to try and let me know in the comments if it worked for you. It will be more challenging working with darker colors, but as a first trial, I think that should be pretty manageable and pretty easy to do. And as next step, I'm gonna continue to work on the same piece and create some gradient. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cover just right here, a little higher than in the middle. It's up to you. You can move it a little lower, a little higher, not that important. Just make sure that the paper totally got dry and you will not damage it with the masking tape. stuck properly and I can continue to work. Again, I recommend to use bigger size brush, making the process easier. As a next step, I'm continue again to cover a little bit surface with the water. I'm starting with the lighter one. So you could even see in the palette here, that's why it's great to have a white palette to see the color better. And I'm starting with really light color, making my brush drier to remove excess of the water and paint that I have, and then I continue with that more concentrated paint that I have. I let this part specifically to mix naturally. One thing sometimes I don't like about using masking tape, that you could see the paint bleeds close to the border, and just use clean brush and remove it a little bit. Because I want to make it even darker closer to that edge, I'm gonna add a little bit more of cobalt blue, the same color that I used. Again, bigger size brush, quite intense paint, and all this piece is still wet. And I'm adding even darker, like not totally dry, but quite dry. Here on the top, closer to the edge, and I just make a couple of. Now I continue. I want to make the color here closer to the edge even darker. And now because I see the paint getting drier, but not totally dry, mixing blue with sepia and adding just a little bit of a couple of brush strokes with very, very dark paint there on the top. And meanwhile, I'm moving on the bottom here to making color a little bit more transparent. And because I use big size brush, you see the paint is still very thick. And this side, this part of the paper dry. And my paper is slightly textured, not that much, but still will help me with some specific effect that I'm trying to reach. I want to do like a couple of brush strokes, add in a little more brownish color, and tiny bit of water, and continue spread the paint. And you see that beautiful texture helps me to create really nice effect. I just want to make sure that I covered properly close to the edge, close to the tape. Now let's try dry on dry. So this upper part that looks more like a sky, it's getting drier, and actually it's totally dry. I'm gonna mix something that I already have here in color a little grayish. So blue with some amount of sepia will make that nice effect. And I will try to add something like clouds here on top. I could leave it like this, or I can try to make softer border on the bottom of clouds. Clean brush, make sure that it's really clean and just a little bit wet. Like you can check with your fingers that there is no too much of water. And I'm kind of washing out like closer to the edge, making some washing out the border, making it softer. And now removing the tape, and here in the middle, voila, it's ready. And moving forward, I will remove the rest of the masking tape so you could see the final result of what we created today. As well, you can notice the next seascape that I'm going to demonstrate and explain through simple exercises in my next video. So subscribe to my channel and get updates as soon as next video is ready.